This is Stronghold 3. I'm just going to give you a quick outline of the options and different game modes and that sort of thing. So starting from the bottom, you get options. With sound, music is disabled by default. You have to turn it on. Graphics, they're supposed to be a 1920 by 1080. It looks like you might have to change a game config file in order to see it though. I've been told if you scroll through it you can find it, but I'm doing that now and I don't have anything. There's no bar or anything. Nothing like that. Gamma, the lever's a little messed up, but it works. That looks right. Graphics, everything for me is on high. These are what you get for graphics options. There's no anti-aliasing or anything like that. Extras. Profile. Brings you to a leaderboard. It doesn't work quite correctly. You'll see leaderboards there with different players on it, but I don't know how accurate it's being represented. So there's my name. There's my little emblem there, which I did not choose. It just kind of gave to me. Different maps theoretically should show different players, different leaderboards. That little button is supposed to bring me to my home realm. I don't really understand what that does, or it could just be like a refresh button. But I'm not in England. I'm in the US, so I don't know what that's about. But if I change this lever, that list gets shorter. So maybe it's actually doing it by region. I can't tell. And you got all the different levels here. Okay. The other thing was credits. Multiplayer doesn't work. You can join games, you can host them as well. These are your 4 maps. Create. Somebody will join in because somebody's really eager to play. But unfortunately, you can change color, you can change team. I noticed that if you type with a comma, everything after the comma disappears. It's kind of funny. This minimap is all messed up. It's all contorted. Advanced. These are your advanced options. No strong walls. And then you hit it. Ready. And then what happens if there was somebody else here, I'd be able to click start. And then it just says game is starting, but then it doesn't do anything, it just hangs. So this is as far as you can get in multiplayer. Single player, no skirmish, no kingmaker, nothing like that. You can load a game. You can do a tutorial, which will show you how to place a stockpile, a granary, an orchard farm, a woodcutter's camp, then a barracks so you can train some peasants to go hunt down a wolf. It gives you a brief overview of how the popularity system works, and that's it. It doesn't show you anything else. So if you've never played Stronghold before, you're kind of out of luck unless you play the campaign, which I imagine would show you more. And if you have played Stronghold before, you're just going to be at odds wondering why it doesn't show you all of the other facets to the game. Military campaign, I'll show you really quick and then I'm going to quit out. 3 out of 4 times I've tried it now, it's glitched on me and gave me control of the enemy troops instead of my own troops, which is kind of funny. Let's see if it works now. It gives you this kind of like comic book.
They woke me in the night as I slept. I had been dreaming that this was all over, that there might never be war again.
I'm skipping it.
Under cover of darkness, the Jackal has launched a surprise siege attack on your castle. The castle is already lost to you. Your priority now is to save the king's younger sister.
It loads fairly quickly, which is nice.
Sire, the castle is lost. We must find Lady Catherine and get her to safety.
We will fight with courage!
Select the Lord, that's you, by the way, sire, by dragging a box around him and then right-click on the map to search the castle. We need to find Lady Catherine urgently.
So just these random little arrows shoot out the strangest looking castle I've ever seen.
With heads held high!
And it'll just run through. But I don't really want to do that. How do I... There we go. Because I just want to give you a short thing. Economic campaign. Similar. Historical sieges is what I'm going to show you. And then free build. There's no user maps yet, obviously, because it's like 24 hours old. I'll do a siege first. Bodiam.
Bodiam is one of the most impressive moated castles in the UK. Built in 1385, Bodiam Castle has no keep, instead having its rooms built against the defensive walls. It is surrounded by a large moat, which adds tremendously to the beauty of the castle, as well as its defensive capabilities.
You'll notice that he says it has no keep, but as soon as we go in, let's defend. There's the keep. Okay, so you can right click on a gatehouse or left click on it, and that will shut the door.
Engineers at your service.
It is really hard to destroy these.
Our tools are ready.
Being meticulous about this because it's hard to destroy these. Notice he has 2 battering rams. When we attack later, we'll have 1. I just think that's lame. That's all.
Eager to work. Winding her up.
After you tell them to do something, they fix it correctly.
Winding her up. Eager to work. Winding her up. Winding her up.
There we go. Let's try to get these archers.
Yes, sire.
Up here.
Archers, moving.
Get these guys. I'm gonna just cram these guys up on the walls.
To the
keep
wall.
there. They're just glitching around like that. That's weird. Maybe they'll get up there eventually.
On your command.
Stand their ground.
Defend this ground. Guard this point. Kill all that pass. Defend this ground.
Archers, troops, etc. get no defensive bonus for being on the walls.
Look sharp,
So it doesn't really matter where I place them. I don't know where those troops that I sent forward went. They might be dead already. It's hard to tell. They don't really do what they're supposed to do. Had the battering ram knocked down the gatehouse, it simply would have disappeared. It doesn't really crumble or anything like that. Well, it does, but it's like instantaneous. It doesn't like break the gate down or anything. Just the whole building just disappears. So these guys are digging out the moat. They're gonna knock down that wall eventually with spears. You'll notice these guys around here or somewhere are men-at-arms. They throw spears. They can throw them like half a mile, and they're like one-hit kills. They're as much of Achilles is, as far as I'm concerned. Yep, there's one.
Your Grace, winding her up. Winding her up. Winding her up. You need something?
They're set on aggressive, but they will
Winding her
only
up.
shoot if I tell them each individual time to shoot. And these guys have been running back and forth for like 10 minutes
Our
now.
bows shall sing. Archers, move it.
I don't know why.
Your mark, sire. The men are in good spirits. Waiting for orders. Yes. What trouble's this? Marching boots, lads.
There's no stairs or anything like that there. They just appear at the corner. I think there's a hatch.
We will fight with courage.
It's cool that they fall off these sides. I have no idea what's going on in there. But my lord is almost dead. I so far have found this mission to be unwinnable. You just don't get any defensive bonuses for having archers on walls or anything like that. They die easily. They don't.
The Lord has been killed.
Yeah, they don't go where they're supposed to go. But I have made progress because I used to keep losing the gatehouse like immediately, but then I found out I could keep firing ballista at it and it would stop them. Yeah. Oh, also arrows, bolts, everything. Just fire through walls, as if there was no wall there, and buildings. So you can have like a bunch of guys hiding behind a wall, and someone on the opposite side wouldn't even have to shoot over the wall. They could just shoot through it. Kind of like I think Age of Empires, the original, was like that. I can't remember though. None of this information's useful. But you'll recognize it from Classic, Stronghold. Leaderboards. It doesn't really seem to work because then I have to like go through here and find it. Bodium. So I guess some people are able to do it, but it's hard to tell. The button to escape is actually behind that, and it's here.